Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, sharing at the SEC. Gary fooled us all, we thought he was a hero teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, long get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, long get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Gary. You ain't nothing but a Goldman Sachs.
I wait for someone to save. I want to tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back faster than you sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back faster than you sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I want to feel your gap without making a mess at you. Won't you tell me something new? I want to tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best we fight back faster than you sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back faster than you sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I want to feel your gap without making a mess at you. Won't you tell me something new? Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while.
It's just not starting to work out right unless you started out with just a little bit of cowbell. That's for you guys. Soak it in. Get that cowbell. Lick it. Lick that block. Lick that block of salt. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is time that Sean gets off his ass and hits the right buttons. You're kind of late, Sean. It was supposed to actually kind of roll out at 6, man. What's up? Sean's been really quiet today. I don't know why. Couldn't start without Dave P. Had to wait for him to get here. There we are. Oh,
Gary was a man.
that is not it. Sean? Sean has been in that apple water.
For those of you out there that have been hitting my flag I'm so thank you very much.
He smells of bourbon and pickles is what he smells of. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Rota. Glad to have you here. What happened to all the big bullish sentiment? I don't know. It's a mixed bag out there. Some people were just balls to the wall. This is it. We're going. And then other people are being a little cautious because, well, I mean, there's signs to be cautious. And it has been the weekend, you know, and number going up on the weekend usually doesn't hang out that way during the week. It just, you know, it's just not a thing yet. It can be. I've seen it before. Like when we start getting really, really hot and heavy. Yeah, I see that. I've seen that. We like it when you get like that, right? Well, I'm hanging out on the hour chart here with Bitcoin. Looking at this trend line from right up here, this candle body to this candle body, and extends, touches this wick, and it extends and miraculously just touches at this odd angle, this top and that top, and we didn't quite touch it on these others. And if you're thinking like, man, that kind of looks a little toppy, well, you are correct. We are in definitely a toppy top area. The question is, are we going to come back down? Well, if we come back down, where will we come to? Because all we got is this line, right? Let's see if we can make this just a little bit bigger. Blow this idea up. Blow it out of the water. Now, me, I'm always looking for a channel, so I like to do these kind of guys and bring it down here and see if I can find an angle for confluence that kind of supports that idea. I noticed that my wicks kind of give me that, but I want to see if we got some candle body action here. I'm going to park her right up against some candle bodies there. I think that's is that one? That's one. There we go, right here. And that lines up against some wicks here. Candle body, candle bodies. Ooh, nailed a wick. Nailed it. And you ain't touching on everything over there. So we're just going with that. I'm pretty good. We nailed the channel here with this idea. And so, one side of the channel, we go to the other side of the channel. It can happen. Doesn't have to. We can come down for a partial decline. We started leveling out here and right through here, and we could probably come back down to 60,000. Try to get up there. I don't know. Moving averages are kind of hanging tight right here right now. They're not really thinking about the idea of going down there at the moment. Now, I think that's a thought that's going to be entertained because even here on the 1 hour, we're in the middle of this green Ichimoku cloud, and that's the first sign of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first time. Oh my God, you're walking into the spider web. Get out, go. It gets kind of weird. At this point in the game, I just like to pull out my fibs because not only are they fun to play with, but sometimes they can give you a good clue about where you can buy this at a more discount price. And at this point in the game, I am shifting my weight a little bit more to these 382 areas, and that's probably worth noticing here with these moving averages hanging out above that. That kind of lends to that theory. Ichimoku Cloud don't give a crap. She just said, I'm taking you down. I don't care. At the bottom of this range where this red line is, and we just determined, hey man, that's the bottom of our channel, is this very juicy target down here at the end of this. And I use this one a lot to try to nail me some bottoms. But that's 57,600. So I mean, it's on the table. It's within our range, and it definitely has confidence. It could go there. Do we know that it's going to do that? We have no clue yet. We've got no clue yet. We just got some indicators getting a little hot. We got some trend lines getting that tops. And so normally that happens, well, unless we get a bullish breakout, which could happen here. It could happen on this 236 Fibonacci area that we're on right now. That's where we're hanging out. That's a strong one. It's rare that you get a full bounce off of this guy. It just is. But if we do, hold on to your hats, baby, because yeah, that narrative of us getting ready to bust off could be it. Don't say it's going to be straight up, but you know, up these areas back in 63.5, probably you have to retest the trend line, because that happens a lot and things never go straight up, as you noticed. Else we'd be to the moon right now. But then maybe we can get a stronger move. That could be happening. That's cool. I like that idea. What say ye, moving averages? Well, I'd hate to kind of predict that here on the 1 hour. After all, it is the 1 hour. Really, we need to zoom out. This is Sunday. Let's go ahead and knock out and see what our week looks like here on Bitcoin. Let's move that fib out of the way so we can make sense of this nonsense. And what do we do this week? We closed above the 9 moving average and well above it so far. Way well above it. We're right at the 21 that we need to reclaim. So that's good. That's what we're supposed to be trying to do. Bounce off this 9. We went up, we came back down, wicked through the 9, and now we're bouncing up here, and now we're hanging out up here. We could wick back down, sure could, or we could keep going. It's kind of hard to say. We're not in the cloud over here. That's good. We'd stay out of it on the weekly. Have my pairs answer, because that will just suck us into it, and that goes back to 50,000. We don't want to go on that narrative, do we? People out there painting that narrative. I mean, it's technically it's on the table. I mean, it is. Ichimoku Cloud says it's on the table. But there's signs here that that may not be what we're doing right now. So I want to listen to those signs. I want to pay attention to some of the bigger signs here, and noticeably this weekly MACD. I swear this one will, if you listen to it, and it's hard to ignore. It's easy to ignore it, because when it's telling you, hey man, be careful, the market's just, you know, the smaller time frames are saying, pedal to the metal, baby, we're running right now. Woo, you don't want to leave now, do you? Everything's going good. Ah! But she gives you early warning signs, even though she's a latent indicator that things are going to turn around. So this was a big thing, and I wish I'd paid more attention. I promised myself that I would, but I didn't back in April. About the MACD, that's one of my big guidelines to help me get out and not get caught up on the top and think we're still going up. It makes me wonder, because I didn't respect that signal as much as I promised that I would, and I paid for it. And here we are at the bottom, where she could be flipping over, but oh, she didn't do it. She's just hanging sideways, and she's looking like she want to roll over a little bit. I don't like, this is the weekly. Me no likey. We need a big strong move. We're going to recover from this. This needs to be a good week. We got to have a strong week, or else we're going to continue sideways and maybe down more. What kind of scenario is that going to be? That kind of sucks. Don't want any more down. I've been through all the chop in the world. Doing totally the worst price action to happen for the strategies I'm trying to employ is for us to get into a bunch of chop for a long time. But we've been there. We've all felt it, and it's been horrible. Guys, want to give a shout out to everybody hanging out here. We just checked out Bitcoin. A general overview. We can still get down to smaller time frames and look at some things, but the bigger ones are what really matters. And this one's looking interesting, but it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. And the weirdest thing ever here, I mean, price has wicked up above this area, but on me candles here, we got the 9 moving average on the 3-day. Already crossed the 50 moving average before we even got a candle close up there. I'm thinking that is kind of bullish. That's kind of bullish. That's good news. We need a bullish cross, and then we got one on 3-day. 21 moving average is down to 60. We talked about those areas before on a different chart, but kind of get the same price areas and scenario that, yeah, we could come down here, but if that crossed, we got just as much of a chance to break on through to the other side. So we don't want to get too bearish. We want to be optimistically cautious is the best way that I can describe How I'm trying to look at the market right now. Optimistically cautious. Like, okay, but I'm not jumping out. I'm not chasing them candles. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. They like to get us to chase them candles on the weekend and then dump on our ass during the week and get us all tore up. Tell me that ain't true. Tell me that ain't true. Tell me that didn't happen last time. Shout out to everybody hanging out here. We got our live chat. We got DP. Barnum, how's it going, my man? We got Joe from Trade Intuition. Go check him out. He streams daily at 3 o'clock. We got Road Dog Crypto saying, hey, man, hitting that like button helps this tiny channel to reach just a few more people. And I need to reach all the people I can. I've been doing this for so long now.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
We've been on this YouTube road for 2 years now. Over 2 years. You must suck. Thank you, Sean. We got Dream Tanks TV. How's it going? There's a stray guy. I didn't sleep. Man, I didn't either. And then I had a bunch of busy stuff to do today too. So, woo. Well, there's a message for Crypto.com exchange. I'm just saying, it just happened to mop up, figuring we'd talk about it. Strega Dave, Strega Joe, there's a pattern form in there. Guys, I'm glad to have you here. Altcoins, they're kind of a mixed bag. Of course, meme cat. I mean, we got things. It's kind of like popcorn season. Some things are popping off. Some things just shot up and kind of stand up. And you're like, there's no way you can stay up there. No way. No way you're going to go higher. But she starts going up a little higher, and they're like, dude, there's gravity. You have not broken the code. Come on back down, baby. Come on. Take the helium tube out of your mouth. I'm talking about Sui right now. Probably Tao too. Tao's doing really good. Possibly OP. Bitcoin on 4 hour. We're just not through here. We just want to check a few more things. What's good about the 4 hour? There's lots of good things about the 4 hour. We got the 200 moving average with the 21 crossing the 800. That's this orange one. The 50 being above the 200. That's good. We need that. It started doing, remember, it was doing this U-turn over here. Remember, we were looking. Y'all don't remember. Or it's easy to forget. I should phrase it like that. It was a few days ago, because now every day is running into each other, and every day is either Thursday or Sunday in my world. It's the only days I can consciously remember or hang on to anyway. Today is one of those days. But we were looking at this 9 moving average, this green one coming down here for a kamikaze, and she started turning around and that bullish back when we were at 61,000, and wow, did that do good. And so now it did this 180 and it's hanging up. That's good. That's good. 9 moving averages up there. We're not above it yet. That sucks. You suck, Bitcoin. You can talk bad about her when she's under that 9 moving average. Make her feel like the dirty little, I almost said a bad word, that she is. Out there chasing them candles like that. Well, if we can go here, check out these little lines here so we can get an angle. That sucks. You broke that, didn't you? Let's go to a smaller time frame. Have we got any? Oh, yeah, no wonder. That's weirdy. That's very weird. So we don't know if we got our bottom in yet or not. Remember, this is a 236 Fibonacci. That's going to be true on any time frame we look at, because it doesn't matter about time frames when you use the Fibonacci like it does with most other tools and indicators that you have. You know, you got to, like, what time frame am I on, or it might affect it. And they have Fibonacci, it does not. But let me show this idea. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Where did we go? Other than being at the top of a trend line, other than being at a reversal point here, a key level that we're known to get rejected off of, especially if we had a deeper retracement. 786 Fibonacci, 53, 2053. We did get rejected there. And according, and then of course, this doesn't matter. These fibs on the downside from this particular pool are not really, we're not going to base our decisions from that, but there's the lazy method. If I still got my fib up there, what am I looking at? Well, we do have the 618 area that was resistance and or it was support. Wasn't really much resistance there. Will it hold for resistance? Maybe not. This area down here might, though. Now, that might have confused people. The swing high, the swing low. I'm just looking to how far price can go. And this is the toppy tops, and this is giving us confidence, saying, hey man, we got to watch something out. She either need to get really bullish and break out, or she coming down. I mean, it's like, now if she come down, that's why we do our swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. Very convenient little spell that you say, a little incantation that you say when you pull these fibs, because it doesn't work unless you do that. Especially if you're like brand new, it will not work unless you do that, because you're like, oh, how is this right? Is this up, or is this? Why did I don't make any sense? When you're new to this market, it overwhelms you because it just seems like there is so much to learn. I guess there is, but it is not rocket science. It is not something that you can't do. I would say the biggest thing that holds you back from learning this stuff, if you have a problem with it or if you're scared of it, like I was terrified of this. I was like, I suck at math. And I'm like, oh, it's like proportional math. I don't have to actually do so much with numbers, even though we're trading numbers all day, right? Sounds so corny and nerdy, but this is actually fun. If this was nerd life, oh man, I should have taped up a bunch of glasses a long time ago or something. Because this is fun. I'm like, you were trying to go out there and pound the pavement looking for whatever job you could just to get by, and like, you could be doing this instead. I mean, not right off, but you could get to where you could do this instead. This is a lot more fun. Sometimes you get kind of caught up in it. Eat, drink, sleep, and dream charts. So here we are looking at the charts, and they're going to talk about an altcoin. I'm tired of Bitcoin right now. You guys think we're coming down? It looks like this area, I mean, there's a chance it could hold. I'm really curious. I got no solid trend line. We don't have a real good bottom here. We just have to guess, well, this is it. Well, if that's it, we just broke it. And that's not solid. That's not a good, we just had this guy with a bearish retest here. And then if you're using the trend line strategy, the way that I use the trend line strategy, I don't know, you can use a trend line. I've just seen people use things so many different ways, and I'm just like, okay, well, it's just it is just art now. So we're in this channel idea, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's not a pretty one either. There might be something there, but anyway. So looking tired, like she want to come down. We got to see. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that we're going to blast off, and I'm not convinced that we're going to dump on our asses. I still look for some more choppy chop. A higher low is all we need. All we need is a higher low. I don't care which one she picks. Better if she picks this one here, the 382 at 61.7. That would be great. Pick that one and get a strong move. Woo! Because this would just like be burning us out too quick, too hard, too fast right here. This is my take on Bitcoin. And here is altcoins just cannot get past that little area. We got to break out of a channel. We had a bear structure that was fun until she got, oh crap, it is a bear structure. We broke to the downside, and then we got this kind of sideways channel. It probably looks like crap to people. Partial decline, we're starting to do good. We got to break out of this trend line, retest, and now we just hanging, we chilling. Doing nothing. Waiting to see what Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance does, because Bitcoin dominance is just kind of hanging out more up than down, which hurts altcoins performance. And the dollar just keeps wanting to go on up. And I don't know about you guys, but when I track the dollar and Bitcoin, usually when I see them go up, I want to pay attention to that, because it usually happens for, you know, a short little sequence of days, and then I notice that Bitcoin gets a nice little pullback. or a dump sometimes. That's just what I've noticed. I've not really tested it, tried and through, but that's what I'm paying attention to. I kind of noticed that happen more than not, so not calling that, but that's just a little tidbit from my experience. I pass on to you that when the dollar, DXY, and Bitcoin are going up together, start looking over your shoulder. Something might be happening. That's all I'm saying. It's a warning sign to me. Something is afoot between the toes. Speaking of toes, I just want to remind you right now that for you big ballers out there that just want those very specially delivered Bitcoin charts every day, that I'm the guy for that. You know? Come join my OnlyFans crypto chart group, and I will give you it's basically the same charts I do every day. It's only that they'll be special for you, baby. They got my feet pointing to the price. They ain't got no socks on either, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Only for the ballers, baby. All right. It's only $5,000 a month for you guys. You know you can handle it. Love you, Dubai guys. Love you. Feet will save the world, won't they, baby? Yeah, bring it in. Toe suckers, I love you, Dubai toe suckers. Thank you for your support of. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, let's start looking at some things there. Hey, do you guys remember this one we talked about? I didn't buy it. It's like a stupid idiot because I forget stuff and I got too many coins anyway. But we talked about it. Oh gosh, I can't. I'm sucking at time right now. This whole month is. These whole 4 weeks have just blurred in together. So sometime. But she looked kind of good, and apparently it kind of did kind of good. This is Keeper KP3R. Be nice if I could find our actual chart that we used to draw on, wouldn't it? She was doing this little bottom thing, kind of roundy. She looked kind of juicy at a bottom area like this, and then they finally popped off. So boy, these are kind of cool, but she can do this a lot. So this one's kind of, she's spiky, baby. She'll stick you. And if you get too close, she'll porcupine you. She'll stick you, man. But if you're on the bottom side and you're setting limit orders on this one, I think we got something. Are you in CoinEx? Where is my chart? Well, apparently I do not know. MXC maybe? MXC might be good. Oh, we got you on CoinEx. We were looking at this idea. We did the fractal on this one. We're like, what if it did what it did over here? We took a fractal from this move. And I'm not saying that she's doing she's following along the lines of that. So maybe she can keep doing it. I don't know, but that would be cool. I think we even pulled the fibs on this one, and it just really lined up really well on the Fibonacci, if I remember right. Let's see. Swing high to swing low. I thought it was kind of wild how the fractal just really respected the fib areas too. It might even done it better over here on this one. No, that was it. The very high there. Just interesting little things. And hopefully it'll be something like that. So if you're in Keeper 3, I'm not, but man, she could jump up, man. She could hit $100, $115, spike up there. And then come all the way back down to these areas where she's at 55. So she's that kind of coin, jump up, jump down. But eventually, I mean, it had a good run before. She's had some higher prices. We did talk about it. It's doing good. So, you know, I saw something in the chart we're talking about, came out and talked about it, and then it played out. And I didn't act on it, and I don't know if you guys did or not. If you did, that was cool. If you didn't, then we're in the same boat, aren't we? We were looking at trend lines. It was a nice retest of this area. And then up we go, and now we're clearing out a horizontal area. If we can stay up above this at 55, we'll move up, get out of our accumulation zone, and start making some money. Not me, but because I ain't in it. Tia Celestia. I got mixed feelings about this one, but it's not about your feelings. Your feelings don't really do much to help you out in this game. It's more about what chart action is doing. And regardless of how you feel about this and how they treated the people that came on board, locked up and got all into the hype and promised all these airdrops, which would probably be worthless anyway. There was a big old market employee. It was kind of shady, in my personal opinion, with Tia. I missed the airdrop. I got the airdrop, did not claim it in time, and then they clawed it back or whatever. I wouldn't qualify anymore. That would have been a sweet one. Oh man, I think like 800 Tia or something like that. Well, I couldn't claim, but that was just from holding 100 Atom for the past 4 or 5 years in staking. That's it. Just let it do its thing. Collect airdrops. You can look at it this way. It does have its touches. In a channel, you do a bottoming pattern. In this case, it more resembles a inverted head and shoulder type pattern. Basically, you're making a higher low here and trying to get a higher high. We want to get out of this little guy right here. Let's tune this one in. Major line that we're looking for now. I'm going to move this little line right up here to $7.03. That's where we're headed. Really? I'm sitting here trying to short you and you're getting ready to go to the moon here. I'm doing a range thing. Maybe I succumbed to the FUD, but I just got no interest in holding this, and so she's on my chopping block because I got to weed some out anyway. But I'm sitting here looking at the chart and saying, that looks stupid, man. It looks like she's getting ready to go up like $10 or $12, and you going to sell that now? You want to try the shorter way and play? Yeah, I don't know. I may have to reevaluate my strategy. But right, that $8 area seems to be coming toward Tia. I need to move this, and it's not moving. Move sign. $8 and $10 could be our next two levels to get to. That's interesting, and she can do it. We didn't even take the measure move from this thing, but it basically takes us up here about to this guy, about $11. Nice. Moonwell has been doing well. We've talked about that one too. Well, before she popped off. Oh look, the measure move finally got hit.
Suck it, all you doubters. Oh!
I put it up over here, then the price went up, and then it didn't hit it, and it came down. I was, oh man, you're stuck here. You suck, Rhoda. But then she came up to it, and then lost it, and then regrouped, and now she's trying to break through it, and that's cool. The measure move did what a measure move is supposed to do, give us an area where we could take some profit. We just didn't get it on the first run. That's if you know, that's what you're expecting. No wonder you're disappointed with pattern trading. Look, now I just pull this guy over, line him up, and man, there's our angle. There it is. Beautiful. I'm gonna tighten him up though. Tighten her up. What are you trying to tell me, trend line? Trying to tell me you had a resistance area? Can you go more? She could probably still go more. Not much here I can go with as far as we have that, we have this, that kind of works. Down here to the bottom here. I got two bottoms? That's how weird is that? So you working in two channels? You're working it through a mid channel. Not very defined. I'm just playing around. I get caught up in the charts, man. So we're in a rising channel, which is bearish, and eventually it breaks to the downside. Unless it breaks to the upside, and then it goes freaking crazy. And Ichimoku Cloud is like, that's what she wants to do. I don't know that's going to happen. But we do have this target at 5.3 cents for Moonwell that I've had there for a while. And since we kind of hit this target at... oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I forgot. We gotta do something here. Will this work? Oh, yeah, that's not you. I'm not trying to lit. All right, that sucks. I can't get my nailed it up there. Anyway. Nailed it. I have to do this for the algorithm. I'm just trying to grow this channel, that's all. But I found out that the algorithm likes it when you say, you start bragging about stuff and saying, look. Oh, and the I told yous and stuff. I haven't done enough I told yous. I got to work on that. I'm sorry. I told you should have got in. I told you it was going there. Kills me when I hear that, man. Anymore. But what's the purpose? I seen BitBoy doing that the other day for Swee, and I'm like, I'm just like, okay, impress me and show me how well that portfolio has grown then, or let's talk about it. So the title was probably how I missed 100x, right? Well, that's what the title should. It's just kind of wild, but what's the point? Okay, I told you. Okay, yay. That was one out of a lot of others. Are you saying that I'm supposed to follow you and do what you tell me to do? Because when things go the other way, I swear I hear this every time. Guys, you got to do your own research. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling anybody what to do with their money. So we bounce back and forth between these kind of narratives in YouTube. It's a riot. It's a riot. So that somebody can be Coin Nostradamus. And I don't know what is so important about that title. To be the guy that I think this goes back a couple of cycles with the I can't remember the guy's name. He's still around, but he picked some winners. I can't remember, but he has like a real expensive list that you can get on of his coin picks or whatever. I think that's where his stuff comes from, and about being that guru that just psychically knows which projects are going to make it or they're going to. I think that's what it's hung over. I think it's left over from that stuff. I forgot what we got. I'm sorry. We're moving on. I get sidetracked. It's all the voices in my head. So we go over here to the vanity wall and we put it in our little nailed it thing. What was it? Well, what is the name of the coin? Moonwell. Nailed it. All right, that's all we had to do. So we still got those targets. She's still doing good. Listen, all this is a measure move from this channel that we broke out of. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to chase this flag and say, well, it looks like a flag and we're going to, and expect. I mean, a lot of people are just looking at this thing, knowing well that we just left this guy. You don't ever want to forget where you come from. That tells you where you're going, right? That's a rule of life. How do you know where you're going to go unless you know where you're coming from? And then it's still the upside. So if you're expecting, a big strong move up to 6 cents, you're going to be disappointed because we're coming up at resistance for this one. So you may keep on going, but still, that's above our 618. It's going to take a lot to get to one of these big flag measure moves. That should not be your go-to. It can be something you can put on the table, yeah, but it's just always so good to look at where you come from, zoom out, look at the bigger patterns, the measure moves that are already should be in play from the past. Those kind of ideas help me out more than trying to determine, especially on the small time frames, is this flag going to take me? My first rodeo, I was a flag chaser, and after a while, you and following the flag chasers, and it works for a little while, and you don't, just the measure moves are kind of iffy, and it's like, oh, that didn't quite get it. I guess I'm kind of stuck in this trade for a little bit longer, or something crazy like that happens. All this on spot, because they didn't teach us leverage back then, because they didn't know how to do it themselves. Being pro traders. Oh my. Let's move on. Hey, I've talked about this one too. I didn't add to my bags though. I meant to, but I just didn't do it when she was down. So I've just got my little moon bag that I've been hanging on to on this one, and it's not huge or anything, but it's mine. And man, I wish I could have added to it. What coulda, woulda, shoulda. Banana coin, $63, man. Woo! She's only been up here 2 other times before. One was July, and then again in August. And now here we are in October. And gosh darn it, I feel like maybe I should collect on half my moon back. You're selling too early, man. Why you copping out, man? You scared? Look at this atom and Eve bottom here. We can just be going to the moon. We got the dingles and the dangles. We got the support cup right here. When it comes to an Adam and Eve, you got the support cup, and then you got you got your walnut savers right here. Just a wild pattern. This would be where our neckline is. We're above it. That's cool. We could also come back to that area. That was our measure move, and she just took off. You suck, Road Dog, man. You didn't nail it. And you are out of here. No negativity. Can't do it. You got to keep your vibrations positive, man. Can't be doing that. Saying things like that. You're out of here. Supposedly that helps the algorithm too. I'm so. So, all right. So, Banana, do you have a target? That's just not right if we don't have a target. Let's get all this confusion stuff out because that's all spent. Let's draw random yellow lines on the chart because that's just fun too. We do that for good luck, I guess. Yeah, say something that works, right? Swing low to swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. 618 first rejection, came back down, did her business. I didn't, we just gave her privacy, let her do it. Smelled up the room a little bit, but hey, the smart people were in there and chasing after it. And then we're breaking through that. So, or the next one is the 786. With an honorable mention of the 886, in case we get a little, we get a little too confident and just kind of go, you can do it, baby. Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it. We encourage them for bad behavior and they come up to 73. We might get that little bonus point there. That could happen. I need to color code these guys so that I know what they are. Banana coin, nice parabolic move. You know what comes after a parabolic move? Down and sideways. Reaccumulation, and it sucks. Don't ride that train. Did you say that out loud? I said that out loud. 60 at the dollars. Where's the other one, dude? There you are. There you are. 73. We could, and maybe a retest at 59.60 if we pull back a little bit. I'm on the daily. That's where you're going to probably get the least amount of noise, and that if you don't have noise in your connections, you remember in the old days with the telephones, you have all that static. I can't hear you. Yeah, you get static on the line. So the bigger time frames take all that static out, and you can kind of hear the voices a little clearer. At least I hear voices. Do you hear voices? They never shut up, especially one named Sean, who's doing pretty well with his little DJ meme coins, I'm telling you. Pissing me off. So, channel. What happened here? Bearish channel going to the upside. That's bearish. They usually break to the downside. That's what they're supposed to do. It didn't do it. We're in Sneaker Chief parabolic season right now, where we'll start seeing these little things pop off. It went to the upside, broke the wrong way, and that leads to a strong move. $68.73 could be coming out of this. Keep our fingers crossed. We made it this far so far. Maybe come down. What we don't want to see is it get back in the pattern, because then it could slam us to the bottom of the pattern, or even worse, down even further, and we're like, you suck, man. I'm never touching this coin again. So we don't want that. Banana coin looking good. Banana coin looking good. I was fortunate enough to get in somewhere in the mid to around the mid 30s or something, probably back here somewhere. This is September here. Yeah. Oh shoot, it was probably. Okay. Seemed like it was before then. I think I've been in this one for a while. She's been just moon bagged. Let's go to the chat and see what you guys are talking about. Trigger says, I'm absolutely 1% paying attention. That's all I can ask for, brother. Squirrel. Dave, I'm telling you, man, that's where all the alpha is. My pinky toes point right to the price sometimes. Big toe every once in a while, but I don't want to make y'all jealous because, you know, hey, man, you know, I can swing that big toe around, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't want you to have big toe envy or anything like that when I whip out my big toe nail. Jackson says, thank dogs for returning time. My pleasure. I've been needing to keep up with it because I've got a bag of that and I'm not very happy with it. But at this point in the game, you're looking at a lot of coins going, yeah, you suck. But here, I mean, but you're in a conundrum now with the bags that you got. Those ones are cut your losers and let the winners ride. And you're at this point in the game when you start cutting losers and then they pop off and they're like, oh shoot, you're the one that was going to go parabolic. You're the one that was going to do the God candle next. Dang, I just sold you. That ain't fun. And believe me, that can happen right now. You're seeing it happen now with a lot of these coins, right? Well, somebody's sitting there saying, I just got tired of holding it, man. It wasn't doing nothing. I had to sell it. And then it happens. Let us start going to the moon. But it was a Chinese rocket and it ran out of gas in the tanks. So there we go. Joe says, I think it's very funny when they say, I told you about this coin at 0.02 18 months ago. Hey, let's clear up something now because this is what is part of human nature, so we need to address that. This is part of human nature, but I find myself doing this too, and it's embarrassing when I find myself do it. But sometimes how I remember things are not exactly how they were. I'm just admitting it. Sometimes I'm like, I would say, well, I've caught myself on something saying, oh yeah, I remember doing this, and I go back and I look deeper. I'm like, that's not really how that happened now. And I feel bad. You know, it's just little things. But we do, our memories don't work. They're not like, you know, taking things down note by note, you know, minute by minute, getting a concrete things. Our memories are very flexible and they can change and be influenced. It really is. It's fascinating. But we don't always remember things correctly. And some of us and some people, and especially if they, you know, are a little bit more full of themselves or not, they have some very, very fond memories about things. If you know the people, they've always, you know, they got some very, you know, very, very proud past there and accomplishments and things to talk about all the time. But anyway, but yeah, Joe makes a point and says, I told you about this, join my group, and yeah. I did something very interesting today, and I'll see if I can remember to get into that. But I think the person Joe's talking about Caspa, getting in it at like a half a penny or one penny. Listen. Maybe how they remember, they got in and then they were out, and they were in and they were out. This was right before the leverage thing became important and a focus. And then it was like, oh, they got out too soon and it went on up and they had to wait and they filled back. You know, when the story is told, it sounds like we got in at half a penny and we just rode it all up to the upside, doing nothing but making profits. And that's not how it was. No. And then they bought a big old bag at 14 cents. So technically they're like underwater right now. I just peep this stuff out. I'm just saying. So how things are presented, and especially on YouTube when we talk about things, and sometimes it might be intentional. I think a lot of times it's just, you know, our human nature is just flawed, and maybe things aren't remembered correctly, or maybe they're exaggerated. Personality, I don't know, but you hear things and it affects us. We're like, because we want to compare ourselves. Well, I didn't have those results. And why are you getting so much better results? Why do you know all the secrets and why am I losing? Or why am I not doing that good? Why am I in drawdown? And you're just making $5,000 every day. I don't see that account number go up, but yet I hear that you can, you're just killing it all the time, and 1,000 here, 1,000 there, and the account that they're, doing they're displaying their techniques and their strategies on just stays the same for years. If you're really, it's not a bad thing. It means we're breaking even, but it's, you got this one image that's sold to you, and then you got reality. And we get out of reality a lot in crypto. I'm sorry to say, but we do. If we were in reality, we wouldn't be riding this thing roller coaster up and down all the time, would we? We wouldn't be all married to coins and get pissed off when somebody else says something bad about it. Oh my God, he went on a tirade. Nobody's here. Everybody left. My bad. Well, I'm so sorry then the people leaving won't get to see my meme coin pick. Y'all know what it is. It's motion. I haven't looked at it in a minute though, but she's been doing this is retardio. I took profits, or I sold half my bag anyway because she was here, but she stayed here now, and I'm like, well, what the hell? Had a higher high, a 1.13 looks like fib. She should be getting rejected here and coming back down. She hasn't. If she breaks that trend line, oh my gosh. This thing is like 18 cents right now. Retardio. What do you guys mention? I got in and I swear. Was it? I had just a little. I think I had $5 in there, and well, it turned in a lot, not a lot more than $5, but I think it like did it. Is that a 5x? See, I can't remember, and I don't want to say what's wrong, but I did get in somewhere through there, and would that have been? That would have been about a 3, maybe a 4x. Maybe it's $20. See, memory's faulty, but it was a bigger come up than what I had. I was like, so put more in there, you scaredy cat. That's a nice parabolic move right there, just round and everything. But she should be tiring out and going over. My play is this little guy, which was I can't really chart him that well. I chart him over on Jupiter, but it's been doing a bunch of zigzaggy stuff. And I've been fortunate. I guess I just been blessed to catch it when it was like near these highs a lot of times, and sometimes get it really and take my profits. I'm just watching the price of my bag really, and I'm trying to keep like 200, and then it turns into like 400, and I'm like, you gotta pay yourself. Or it turns into 350 or something. Like pay yourself. So I make sure whatever it tells me that I'm up. Oh, this one's up $50. I'm like, well, I'm at least snagging out $50. And it comes back down. I'm gonna put that 50 back in. I'm just playing just on my wallet. That's all I'm doing here. I'm not setting. I am playing where I was setting limit orders with the Jupiter exchange, and it's kind of cool. I like it. For that reason, I kind of like Solana a little bit better, because I'm like, well, you do have some good exchanges, good projects. That is a good project, and that technology seems to be working pretty good. That's cool. That'll go along for their ecosystem. I just like to see it have more than just meme coins. Or DeepN is cool. I guess they're good for DeepN. We'll see. But DeepN is not going to be the one that buys your yacht. DeepN will be the one that's like the one you have to poke with a stick and like, is this ever going to do anything? I think DeepN is just a little too early. Well, I'm sure it'll get its spikes and everything, but I don't think it'll see the returns that everybody's expecting. We have 12 months to go, basically, left in the cycle, and I remember last cycle, or even the cycle before, the way the technology's coming out and the way that they spin this stuff, you think, yeah, they're gonna jump on this, man. It's gonna adoption and people can get in on this. And I'm like, yeah, it'll get some people in with all the hype, but then it's just gonna fizzle out. And unless it's really, really impressive technology that actually is gonna really make a difference in something, it's just hype that just dissipates. Oh my God, are you gonna lecture tonight? Here is leash. Or maybe not. We'll just look at whatever. Why is all this here? Here we go. Let's go to crypto.com. We'll go to crypto.com. That's where I've got my bag. Leash. It's not very much, but I know that this one, she can do some numbers on some spurs, like go to $1,000 or something. This was back in March, by the way. This is, look at this guy. This is crypto.com. You cannot go by this. According to it went up to $1,750 on a spike this year. She did have a nice little spike up. I think I remember seeing it. I think I do remember seeing it around 1,500. But then when it goes parabolic, comes down forward to down and sideways. Slow bleed out and then back to square one. Do it all over again, looks like. There was our little butt crack right there at 421, and I missed that. That was I missed it. I had a limit order set over there. You suck, Road Dog. It's all in the execution, baby. I'm telling you, man. Well, there was my opportunity cost. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Well, hopefully we won't make that mistake again. It's because I got too many coins that I can't manage them. I'm being honest truth. Control that degen, man. I'm just telling you, it's not worth the opportunity cost. I could be doing so much better, having more bigger bags and better projects that when they go up, the numbers grow bigger rather than me being spread out and too many of these little guys that, yeah, they go, this is the roller coaster. Yeah, it goes up, looks good. Portfolio goes up, but I'm not managing it as well as what I could if I had fewer coins, just being honest. I made that mistake last time too. And so I'm seeing doubly this time, like, yeah, that's what the smartest thing to do this time either, Road Dog. I'm a Pokemon, I want to catch them all. Here's one that might do pretty good though. It'll have some nice pumps to it. I think she's down, so it makes it a good time to look at it. Oh yeah, she's down. She was up to, are those targets? For real? $11, $12, and they got hit? Oh my gosh. It's like they got nailed. That was those, we're down here in the dumps trying to get some feel good vibes. Those targets up there, and I'm drawing the crazy line that's like going, I know it seems crazy until that one day, and then that one day guys here. Sorry guys, it's nothing against you. It's all for the algorithm. We have to do it. I didn't know I was going to come over here, be exposed like this to yet another reversal target. And I'm like, well, I mean, if you're going to play a target, why not play a reversal target? That was my thinking. And I'm like, oh really? That's what this strategy does? That's what this technique does? Tell me more. Read more about W.D. Gann and his Fibonacci stuff. He liked the Fibonacci too. I think he was, I don't know if he was one of the forerunners to start doing the Fibonacci with the charts or not. I'm not clear on that. But anyway, where are you, text? That's all we're trying to do is put a little text box up here. Nailed it. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Now, my strategy, my strategy is to try to do things like this. With my fib strategies, I look for things low and I try to do that and forecast the pivot points where they should reverse. This is exactly what I try to do. This is what I expect to happen from the targets when I do that, is to get rejected like that for a strong rejection. That's what they're supposed to do. It's an AB equals CD. It's actually a bearish play, meaning that it hits that target and then it's over. And I like that because I'm like, why not? That setup makes sense to me. So I try to find those. And this one's just a good example to show how it worked out. And all it is if you're looking at the pattern, you're in a megaphone pattern, and it's a bearish one. They normally break to the downside. Doesn't mean it's going to. If it does, that would be horrible. We could come in. Oh man, Prime, you'd be coming all the way back down to 480 or something if that happened. Ooh, don't want that to happen, man. I don't think it will. We got the 200 crossing the 800. I mean, this nasty looking, but they're trying to flip. My moving averages are trying to flip. I think this one's at a good place, man. I'm just saying, at the bottom of a trend line is when I like to buy because I look for these guys, right? And now if we're in the megaphone pattern, and you know, it's the same thing as when we were down here in this megaphone, and I'm like, man, this thing sucks. It made a lower low. It's at $6. Prime sucks. It's never going to do anything. And I've got targets up at $11. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but well, there's another. I know it sounds crazy idea, but it's like $16. It's $13.60, and then even up as high as $16. I know it's crazy, right? That's not our immediate target. But just imagine if you got in for a small trade here. That's 31%. With a nice little stop loss idea there. I like this. You get a tight risk reward ratio. Probably nail it in a little bit better. Let me put it up where price is now. So, and that would still be a 6% stop loss. Stop loss underneath the trend line here. You might want to put it a little deeper. I mean, the deeper that you can afford it, the better it is. The less likely it is to get hit, right? But you can get a nice 3 to 4, maybe up to 3 to 5, or 5 to 1 risk reward ratio. Just going to this target at $10 right there. So here is the trade setup, which I think looks. It's not going to be straight up. It's going to have to fight through here. But bouncing off of this to the possible double bottom here, I think it could do it. I like it. If you like to make money, that's 28% gains on that one. But it could go up higher. I'm not against that. I would actually be looking for these guys to be retested again. Over here, that'd be 50% gains. But we'll go with the first target there. Not saying that you've got to do it. Oh man, did we post this for the algorithm? I forgot. This is Prime. Oh, we didn't. We did Moon. This won't take me just a second. Nailed it. And then we can come over to the trade setups. Brackets of interest says, it's at 9. I'm feeling a dumpy dump coming on. It tingles in my pants. That sounds like a personal problem. It does feel dumpy out there. And again, this is Prime. And I don't have time to break it down into all the details because we're live streaming and you guys would be like, oh, you suck. I don't want to sit here and watch you type. Well, I want to talk about this little MFer right here because I just don't know. It's all over the place. This little MFer, where are you at? I want to see you. I'd really like to see you on Coinbase. We'll go with, I don't know if I got you charted over here. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. This little MFer here on the 4 hour, she's making a series of higher. She's still respecting the trend line. I just see it go up and coming down, but it's been doing pretty darn well, I gotta say. It looks like it may be continuing up to 4 cents for that little MFer. It seems to be on the run. Somebody catch that MFer. She loses this trend line. She's got a chance to come all the way back down to this one where her price might be there. And hope that doesn't happen because we'll be losing this nice little red trend line. That we need to hold that. We don't hold that. We could just hang out down here for a while. That would suck. It's got good looking signs there. What do the other indicators say? Oh my gosh, it's got the red dot on the daily. It's over, fellas. Yeah, money flow coming up. That's not bad. That's not bad. But she may lose this trend line though. If she does, 0.027 or maybe down as low as 0.02 if we break back into that area. Effer. Look, she lost the 9 moving average here on the 4 hour. Let's talk bad about her. Bye. You're a weird MFer. You're a weird looking MFer up here. What is that, a hook? Well, you get a spike and then are you a faucet? What are you? Look, it's a faucet. This MFer's a faucet. Looks like a little faucet. That's a little pump or spout. And it's a kitchen faucet. Yeah. Is that the best you can do? That is. I'm going to take a look at some meme coins here. Look at Toshi. All right, that's all we need to do is look at it. Moving on, taking a look at Proppy. Let's zoom out on Toshi. Oh, you gotta zoom out and remember what happened because I forgot she was in this. Toshi had this wedgie. And it must have been a big one because she's having trouble walking. She's not running up here. She's just kind of, just kind of baby stepping her way up there. So it's a good wedgie. That was a strong wedgie. The market was cruel to you, Toshi. I'm so sorry, but it could be only up from here, man. So Toshi's not up yet above this little red line we got. She's trying, and once she gets past it, I expect bigger things to happen. That's at 0.000. Let's just say 2, so that we won't have to talk all these fractional numbers. And I'm just checking some level areas here. That could hold for support. That would be cool. Toshi, it looks like she's doing something. Look at the trend line. Look at the trend line. Not perfect, but it's there. And that's all that matters. It's just got to be there and hold. That would be a beautiful place. About 200 daily moving average coming in at our first target. Our first blue line. That's a measured move. Not from this. I don't know. I got to keep better notes. But it's blue, so it should be a measured move. So, 0.00. How many zeros? You lost count. I lost count of zeros. 0.00026. We drop a 0. Is that for real? Folks, that is 52% gains just going up there. Oh my, yeah, my bag gonna grow by half. My bag already grew. I moonbagged Toshi a long time ago, but I've been adding to her while she's been down here in the dumps because, you know, I just wanted to lend my support to Toshi while she was in her deepest, darkest hours of need there. And sometimes when you do that, you get rewarded for your efforts, and, you know, that's cool. I just wanted to hang out with the cool cat. There were 50%, maybe up to 100. Oh, 124%. 124%? Oh, dude, man. It's time. I gotta start picking out my next Lambo. What color am I going with this time? I could get it wrapped. Man. Oh, look at that. I like that one. That's a Hot Wheels right there. Ooh. You know, you gotta make sure they got good shocks on them. Sometimes you get them don't have good shocks, so you gotta put them on a good table and then bounce them up. And if they bounce, you got a good one, right? They trade for more than the ones that don't, right? All scratched up, you know. $14.50. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Oh my gosh. Whew. Man, I gotta go get that 3% about 4 or 5 times more a day, man. If you can do it 10 times a day, I hear that, you know. I got my eye on you. Oh, that red one was pretty. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Got to remind you about the Tangem wallet. They have the Tangem ring out now, which is kind of cool because now you can have the cards and then you can get the ring. And I'm going to get me one of them. I like that because that would be, I mean, I love the cards, but then it's there, and then you got your phone with you, and then you just transaction complete. Really cool. I like that. Very secure technology. Look at that. That's a cool graphic. What happened there? Dog DAWD will get you 10% off whatever you purchase over there at Tangem. Whether it's the ring or the wallets, 10% off. Helps you out, helps me out. Or helps the channel out, rather. We're going complete DGen right now. Who here is part of the Church of the Fish? Smoking chicken fish, man. Smoking chicken fish. Shall we pour out the gravy on the chicken fish? It just seems fitting as a smoking chicken fish. There's a little bit of resemblance if I don't have a fish head with a cigarette. But just doing good. Higher highs, higher lows, man. Looking like the dang SPX 500 and the SPX 6900. She's working on a nice little parabolic move, deviating from our trend lines. Eventually there will be another one that just goes more like this. So that's what we're looking for when we're charting and seeing them get away from our trend lines. The angle starting to intensify, and then it gets to be fun to be in this game. It has a chance to happen. Not swearing, not promising, but it looks like it's trying to do it. So if she's going to do it, I'm riding it, baby, with my smoking chicken fish that I did not get on the low lows. Nope. I started getting in somewhere. I don't know, somewhere through here. I said, hell, why not? Swing hard, swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. She should be topping out for real. But unless she decides to go freaking parabolic, then we're starting to look at about 16. Right at 17 cents. We're almost at 19. She could hit right at just below 19 cents. That crazy, y'all. Smoking chicken fish. I do want to keep my eye on 13.7 because that could be the sneaky little one, and then we give it up and say, "Oh, that's all I got right now." I want that's the shorter term target. I'll keep an eye, see how she does there. She may go through it, or she may get rejected there. We don't know. We gotta see. We make our move after price, does something. We react to what it does then. And I need a price label on smoking chicken. Sean, need a price check on smoking chicken fish. Register 1, please. Terminal 1. I'm just going to sit here and get pissed because I never can find the price call out. Price label. There we go. It looks different. I forget, my advertisements block out some of the things that you can't see the prices over there. Try to be mindful of that. Not a nary moving average was used in this analysis, nor was an Ichimoku cloud, an RSI, or anything. Purely straight price action and Fibonacci. Cause we can do it like that, yo. So yeah, I've got techniques that I can rely on, and they overlap and everything, and I don't have to have them all. I just pay attention to what they say if they happen to be saying something. Fibonacci and price action, if I got nothing else, I would go with that. I mean, the fibs are beast. The fibs are beast. Smoking chicken fish. SPX 69,000. Order today and get a Digimatic. I'm on the one on this one. That's the one I've actually got, but we probably ought to cover another one. I just saw this over on base. I'm like, SPX 69,000, you're going everywhere, and look at it. It just keeps going. Crazy. 87 cents right now. It got up as high as $1 too. Get out of here. Your mama's probably very proud of you. Folks, you don't see a boner like that every day. I mean, that one just got started skyrocketing, you know? It's definitely a grower, not a shower. I'm just saying, but now you might as well be a shower. That's pretty big, I gotta say. That's impressive. Maybe you should go in the movies or something. It just keeps doing that little deviation trick. Do you remember that thing we just talked about? If you're new, all your other guys are going, he just keeps saying the same damn thing over and over. Yeah. Look. And then, well, the next one's, it's pretty much straight up. If you happen, come on, baby, can you do it? Where are you going to go? Are we going to do a price prediction? Well, let's do our price prediction. What? I got nothing to work with here, people. I mean, not very much here to work with, but here we go. I don't even have the right tools. We got to do it over here. We're going to pull out the voodoo on SPX 69,000. Yeah, see it here first. Or did you? Say, oh, look, she's dumping. Well, clearly we're going down. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. That was the easiest call there. It's over. What is this? What's that? That's a wick up to $1.19? Where's this? COINEX? I got mine on Solana. What do we have? We got our channel idea, which, you know, we're parabolic and moving up, and then so our channels are kind of they're deviating, right? That's not going to help us right now for that top, but this one's nice to look at. Right here is horizontal support at the bottom of the channel. That looks like a nice little X marks the spot kind of moment that just makes my heart go pitter patter. We got a high to a low. You can tell me where price is going to go. What we got here? This one's kind of that spike is weird, but it does give me something to work with here. La la la. I'm trying to figure out if it actually lines up to. Look at that cup and handle to the upside. This is, I mean, this might work, but I don't have anything solid. All right, so now we got to pull out a bit of a different trick here. Hopefully won't chase you people away. Just trying to predict the future, that's all. Can you do that? You can always say that you can, that's for sure. Number one. Oh yeah, baby, I like you. I like you. I'm liking you better right now all the time. I'm liking you, 129. You're looking awful hot to me right now. You're looking so sexy. We're working the Fibonacci voodoo. There you do when nobody's looking. Oh, 886, baby, you're so sweet. I just want to finagle. I gotta move you. I just want to move you right there, can't we? Because you're so sweet. Do it. Touch it. Make it happen. Billy. Are you on here, dude? Oh man, darn it, I don't have you on here. I got to adjust me fibs, sorry. Don't be stealing me fib levels, proprietary information it is. Tried to black it out on the screen, but TradingView wants to expose it. I'm trying to... Here, is this it? Oh, thank you. You're not on here for real? I'm going to change you. Oh, I got you. I got you right there. You're on there. Never mind. She's on there. I just didn't. Where are you? Why don't I see you? We're supposed to be there. Oh, you're not there, man. All right. We'll come. Well, that's way up here anyway. That's a little bit too big of a moon target for us right now, but if I had to guess, it looks like 131.6 will be the target I would be looking for with a nice honorable mention at 184. And so we'll try to come back to SPX. This is COINEX, right? Okay, I trade here most of the time. Well, Road Dogg nailed it. Will his predictions come true? Does it matter? Does it matter? We don't know. We don't know. It might. It's fun. It's a Fibonacci area where it would should, by that theory, get a lot of resistance, and it should get a hefty pull. It should be a nice pivot point. I don't know. I don't know if we're going there. May not. You look like an idiot. It's breaking this trend line right now. It's a sucky trend line that is breaking right now, but it's still trying to break it. But we will see. What would you be if you go up there? 56%. And you know, I mean, here, listen, this is what we do. We put this out here, and then when it comes down there and it happens, right now I'm saying, no, man, don't do it, man. I'm just a dude on the internet. You don't need to do that. Do your own research. And then when it goes there, I'm saying, man, I told you you should have bought it. Why didn't you buy it? I bought it. Why didn't you? Well, you're just not going to make anything in crypto if you just don't. You got to listen to me. Join my trend. I'm kidding. I'm playing. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to my my local LLM. I did something crazy today. I put a YouTube. I can load up. I can have it look at videos and stuff. And I had it look at someone's stream today and tell me if it was good, if people come in there that were kind of new to trade and everything would actually get something from it or understand and everything. It was interesting, the feedback about what they said. It's like, this person does more self-promotion than they do of teaching. It was very interesting. Anyway, instead of paying for ChatGPT, open source, baby. Open source. I just put it on my main computer here. I've had it on my laptop trying it out. Pretty cool. Pretty snappy. I like it better than ChatGPT. We can talk to it. It talks back. It's kind of crazy. Like, let's get a new workspace. Predictions. Let's see what it says. Let's ask if it's got. Let's see if it's got a next 100x altcoin. What is the? I bet it won't say anything. It's probably prohibited. There was one that had no limits, no restrictions. Let me play with that one too. Let's go with the next 25x altcoin. I don't want to stress her out. See what she says. See how quick she does and everything. There it is. I can't predict the future or provide specific investment advice. However, I can give some general insights on popular altcoins that have gained significant attention and potential in the market. Some of the top contenders for the next big thing in the altcoin space. A lot different what you get from ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT wouldn't even go this far with it. Solana, Polkadot, Cardano, Avalanche, and Cosmos. Well, cool. So we're playing around with some AI stuff. Hey, there's Grimmer. Ori chain. Sorry, I'm getting back to the chat. Let's check on that. See how it's doing. I'm also in Ori. I was playing the DeFi. Now I'm not doing the active DeFi anymore on it, but I am still staking it and got it. I'm kind of starting just to trade it a little bit on that wallet. But I have been putting a lot of my rewards and things like that into the they got Bitcoin over there on that Ori DEX now. Man, Cosmos ecosystem is just so easy to use. You can send stuff between the chains. I got an exchange on Osmosis, right? I use that one. It's on its own chain, but I can send my INJ. I just say, do an IBC exchange, just send it right to my exchange wallet. There it is, boom. Get my staking rewards, send her over. Send it over to the ORI chain if I want to. Send it over to Celestia if yeah, they're on there too. It is so cool. I don't know how Cosmos coin is just, I mean, I don't know how that ecosystem is not getting more attention. That one has more weight and more, it's had more of an effect on this market than it's gotten credit for. And so many chains are built off of Cosmos. And it's sitting at like $4.50. Garthan says that dog Dojilon looks like it's moving on KuCoin from the bottom. Okay, let me write that one down too. Joe says they say I told you, as if they said buy it, but they also talked about 20 plus coins that they told us per week. Yeah. Which I think gave me the bad habit of getting in too many projects. Seemed like, I guess this is how you get. I mean, you're coming into a trading group and you got very minimum instruction. I remember my experience being in the trading group, and then you got the trade setups, and you're like, you know, pick the next ones. Okay. The next day there's more. Like, oh crap! Well, shoot. I guess I need to play that, you know, and. Before long, I noticed, man, you know what little money that I had was spread out with all these little bitty trades on a bunch of different coins. I think that I still struggle with. It comes full circle. I don't think that problem ever went away. That's what I'm saying. I think that's maybe that may have some part to play. Not blaming it on it, but it's for me having too many projects. So my goal is to narrow them down. So I'm looking to sell when we get the prices. I'm ready to sell. Striker says dreaming too small. Joe says I got the Tangem wallet using your code. Love the wallet, easy to use. I was afraid it was going to be advanced for my simple brain. It is cool and it's always weird when you get a new wallet and you don't trust it and you're kind of, you put a little there, trust it out, watch it, keep your eye on it, not trust you. and then you're like, oh man, throw it all on there, man. It's just, no, it's good wallets. They are really good. I do like them, but the ring does look kind of cool too. But then it looks like a wedding ring. So I'm like, But they show it like, wearing it on a necklace and things like that too. Thought that was kind of cool. Get a Buick Invicta. Striker says, gotta do some stuff, Doug. So I'm trying to be back. Oh man. Striker left. Come back, Striker. DMC3, what's up? Have you seen Ironfish before? It seems solid, but the team has 50% of the supply. We looked at it not long ago, and I do have some. I've had some for this GF. No, that's Goldfinch. Ironfish. And I do have some of that. Ian Molina pointed that one out. That was a Tokenmetrics pick, like, may have even been up to about a year ago. I don't know, 6 months to a year ago. Ian Molina had that one. I think it's about a year ago. Hasn't been that great of a performer in tokenomics. We can take a look at. Yeah, I want to look at that one too. That's a good one. We'll take a look at that one too. Strega says, I guess I'm back for a little bit. Strega's back. Now we can have party. Party time. Remember to smash the like button. It helps to support the channel and it's free. He does so much better than I do at this kind of stuff. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Let's talk turkey. I feel different. I think I'm just going to be a Chad. Yeah, be a Chad. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at ORI. Or ORAI, which you look at some of these coins and some of them are vaporware. They're just not doing much of anything. But the ones built off of Cosmos, the developers over there, man, they do put their stuff to work. We could spend a minute even going over. They got AI stuff popping off over there, image stuff. I might want to use it. I don't know, since I'm starting to try to. I can't see what I got here. What is this? This is her. We had a trade set up, which is not stopped out. Whew, thank you, Jesus. Don't look like an idiot on TV. I'm trying to get her up to $10, which is it's kind of lofty for what we got going on here. I'm going to slide this ever so gently over to the left. Or I could just get another chart, but then I don't have my stuff on it. Can't see it. We will slide you ever so gently to the left. All right, there we go. I can't see this. I'm on the daily. So it's respecting this trend line, and some people already saw shoulder it and shoulder. It could possibly turn into one of those patterns because we came down in some form of channel or cone, which is just part of a channel. You just don't get to see the other side. Partial decline area here and get a bottoming pattern against a trend. It's got all the signs that we at a bottom. It does. It looks good, like it can pop up. 697 is still what I'm looking for. Recover those areas, but man, I'm telling you, ORI chain did good. She got up to $20. Makes no sense to start buying up big here and then selling off too early on this. That's why we went for this play up here more toward 10. Take a long time, baby, but I like that risk to reward ratio. So ORI looks kind of good on the daily. I mean, well, kind of. I mean, to me, she does. On the 4 hour, did you recover? 200 moving average? You're struggling beneath it right now. Struggling beneath it, but I like what I'm seeing here with the EO trend line. Oh, you're not out of the woods, are you? Nope. Not out of the woods just yet. So tell me, what are we looking at here? We got a trend line. Got me another trend line. What kind of pattern is it? Is it a triangle? Is it a channel? It can always be a channel. We'll just clear that up right now. That's it. We always start with a channel, man. I'm just saying. Think of this as a seesaw. And then you can take it and then put it into your other little wedgie formations. That's a wedge. This is where you probably, if you're new, you might get analysis paralysis. Look at me. I just don't know anymore. I remember going through that. Screw it, baby. You got a bottom line that's respecting. You got a top line. Just wait for a breakout. See if you get it. It may come. Could come. We got this 50 moving average up there. We don't want it to cross. That could happen. That would not be good. That would be bad. That would put us back down in these areas and have to fight to maintain these areas again. That would suck. But if we regain it, we could get a nice strong move reclaiming that 200 moving average. ORI. I don't know that she's getting ready to do a breakout just yet by the cloud standard. Let's see if we got some other indicators here. Okay, that looks cool. Market cipher, money flows in the green. Market cipher is looking good. MACD looking like, something made her do a double take. Turn her head around. Look at that. It's just the cloud just not showing it just quite yet. Not quite seeing what I need to see on the moving averages just yet, but it could be coming. Keep your eye on it, or I. If you use the wallet, the Phantom wallet, it opens up all the, I don't think I could really go to the ecosystem. I was going to pull it up over here, but it's really going through the wallet that opens it up. But they do have like some audio visual things you can do with AI, just like you do with Mid-Journey and all that stuff. They got that stuff going on with blockchain over here on Ori chain. It's and some other stuff, and then AI, and they've got a, I think they're doing like futures. It's really starting to expand over there. It's getting kind of crazy. So that's a dark horse for the bull run. That's one of my dark horse plays. I like it. If you're not in it, I mean, just check it out, because their dexes are growing. So there's another way that you can get more coins, especially if you already mess with the Cosmos ecosystem. So, and I know they got Bitcoin over there and Ethereum on there too. So that winners. I like any dexes that have those that allow me to put profits into them. All right, let's move over to Dogeline. We'll go with KuCoin. Ooh, nice one. Nice. This was a 4-hour chart. She's up here talking to the devil. Yeah. Usually that's a good time to take profits. I'm just saying, just pay yourself a little bit, because she could come back and, I mean, she could come on up to the 800. I'm not saying that can't happen either. That can. These two guys kind of they hang around each other a lot. Sometimes they it's disgusting. They share everything a lot of the time. I'm not even going to go into details about all the stuff that they do together, that I've caught them doing together, because I just think it's just this is a late night show, but I wouldn't even dare go there right now. I'm sorry I even brought it up. But anyway, she kinky. I'm telling you. She looks like devil in a red dress right there. I don't. It's just best not to talk about it. So Doge, Elon on the daily, down at bottom territories. Look like you making your bottom, recovering from the bottom. My degen spidey senses are tingling. That's a good one to bring up, I think. Oh, we gotta zoom out though. I mean, we gotta really zoom out. Too much noise in that chart. So risky, yes it is, but is it really? If you're already at the bottom that has been at the bottom before, back in May 2023? Or September 2023? I like that risk. And she got up here in March of this year. There are so many zeros, I don't know. We're at 1441. There are 6 zeros before those numbers start, after a decimal. And this area that we went up to in March was also 6 zeros and 4,200. So we're about a 3x or something like that. I got targets from, I don't know. I haven't drawn my target lines like that in a while. But we got to concentrate. This is where she's been so far this run, right? So that's all we got to go on. Apparently it has a ton of coins or something, but the bottom scenario. So we're looking maybe come back up here and some targets in between. Spot wise, I don't know. Would that be worth it? Spot, or would you have to go leverage on this? So we just use our typical fib strategy, and this 236 is our first target area right there. 200 daily or 3-day moving average is coming into that area too. That's at 1922, and from here where we are now to there, that's 32%, not bad. 112% up to the 618 Fibonacci at 3062. I'm wondering how well it's going to do, because I would have, considering where it did the last cycle and where it is now. I don't know if she's too early to tell if it's going to get the traction that it had before, but you know, she's not shiny and new like she was. I don't know. But I would think they could at least get back up to this area at 41.79, or maybe recover some of these other areas that we saw. But getting back to his all-time highs, I don't know what to tell you. We're kind of oversaturated in memes. I would hate to tell you, I mean, part of me wants to say there might be a stronger play, but then for this particular one, you can't beat this. You really can't. This entry. This is where the smart money and the whales or whoever, the position traders, the ones going to build their bags that are in any coin, would be starting to snag, build up a big position. If enough of them come in and do it, then I guess we could spike back up. But it's a lottery ticket play is what it is, and I like it. I like it, even though I don't know if it's going to do worth a crap. We at least got that, and you got these little ideas. You got a little bit of I got candle bodies. We'll just use that. So we could at least look at these areas, if nothing else, and maybe a little more. Let's take a look at Iron Fishio. But I want to go over to Tokenmetrics real quick. And while we're here, hopefully we're still logged in. Oh, you suck. Okay, cool. We should be going right in then. Cool. Well, that wasn't too painful. It was just a little bit slow. So we're going to take a look at Iron Fish, but before we, on our way there, we'll just see what kind of good alpha that we can come across here in Tokenmetrics. Best daily performers have been WorldCoin, Mina Protocol, Reef, Book of Meme, and Mimble coin. Worst daily performance is SPX 69,000, which has been on an upward trajectory to the left. But she's getting tired, right? But still, Popcat, Nero, Sundog, Turbo, all not doing so hot, but not terrible. They just flipped green right now. Recently turned bullish was Glow Dollar, never heard of it. Wall Street Memes, are you really? Huh. That one I thought was dead. I think it's Feisty Doge, Astro Peppy X, and Iotex. Recently turned bullish. And the Star Atlas Polis, the governance token, is recently turned bearish. We're still 34% here in the sales zone. They still got a little bit of bearish sentiment. I think it's warming up a little bit. I saw another fear and greed index. I thought it said it was at 45. That's what we got here for this little guy. Now I'm going to type in Ironfish, and we're just going to look at some analysis on it that they got at Tokenmetrics and see how it's rating over there for more of an investor. For traders right now, it's saying strong sell, man. So market cap's 18 million, tiny, meaning that if it's a successful project, you can make some X's. This would be the best places to make, if you're trying to look for a 25x coin, a 10x coin, the lower that you can get it in market cap and on a decent chart and whatnot in the bottom, so nobody's talking about it and wanting it, you get the more X's and the more exponential growth. If it takes off. Ian Bellina thinks that it will. He listed it as a 100x coin. I don't remember what the price it was at the time he made that video. It's been a while. But it has not really grown that much, and it may even be down from there. It's not been a great performer because I was like, okay, I'll go for Ian Bellina for what he said. So Ironfish encrypts every transaction, shielding your sensitive asset information from public view. That sounds really useful to me. Maybe I'm thinking about Goldfinch. That was also another one. That one kind of sucks too as a performer, but this one does sound like it's got a really, that we do need that. Talk to me more, Ironfish. What makes your project so unique? Powered by a global network of miners and nodes. Proof of work. Oh, you dig out. You're giving me, I like what you're doing. For real. Ironfish is a censorship-resistant, resilient, and privacy-enabled platform for everyday crypto transactions. I got my projects confused in my head. I remember this This one actually has a need case, solving a problem that there are privacy issues without freaking everybody, the government out, I think, the best we can. Let's look at the investor summary here. Technology grade 76% high. That is high. Valuation grade 72% undervalued. You're still undervalued. That's a gem in my mind. Fundamental grade at 55. My bad. I was kind of leaning a little bit bearish on just the idea of it, but I was confusing it with another one, which, yeah, it's totally different from Goldfinch. 18. Oh my God. I feel the FOMO. I feel it coming. Now this one's over on, yeah, Ironfish. Not against Bitcoin. And she dipped down. Look at that. She went to -3. No, she went to 3 cents. Wait a minute, this is 3-day chart. When did this happen? That was wrong with them. Why would you do that? That was hunting for some stops and stop losses and liquid. It went all the way down to half a penny. Imagine if you had any limit orders sitting there. Woo! If you had something sitting at 2 or 3 cents and you didn't have a 15x come up if you got that little scam wick going on there. I don't like scam wicks. Why you got a scam wick? That makes me have to wonder. It's below its previous low. I mean, it looks horrible. It looks horrible. The price looks horrible. The chart looks horrible. Well, I mean, I like this part, but that's bad. So then again, we got to come back over here and remind ourselves of what we got going on here. Market cap. And then maybe take a look at the website. And you went to cartoons. Why? I mean, I guess I get it, but really, you look more memeish than you do professional. Seamless, safe crypto. Ironfish encrypts every transaction shielding your sensitive asset information from public view with read-only keys, but it's going to be on this particular chain, so it's going to have to integrate and be multi-chain. Multi-asset functionality enables bridge providers to transfer any crypto asset to the Ironfish network for private transactions. Yeah. Some of it's starting to come back. Find your use case. Ironfish is built for everyone. Decentralized currency should be easy to use, convenient, blah, 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 nerd speak, whatever. I mean, cool. I just don't know. My eyes start crossing. I know you guys gotta be. Please send me some iron. I would like to have that much iron, please. Thank you. I like this one. The one that I thought it was before I realized what it is GFI. And I said, oh, look, GitHub. Let's check out GitHub. You guys been building a lot lately? Have you? Last month, 2 months ago, 4 days ago. Okay, you guys are being consistent. Okay, we're being relative here. Something I like to check is their GitHub, make sure that they're still doing stuff. I'm not crazy about your layout here. It looks like a game. Maybe that's what you're going for. But I like this better than I do GFI though. Okay. But imagine she got up to, she was at 372 December 2023, or her last peak was March when everything came back up. So she didn't come back down from December very much. Look, it's a cup in handy to the. I want you to see what happened to this cup in handy. Now, there's probably more price history. You usually look for price to come up in a cup in handy. It looked beautiful until it did that. But I don't know price history. If it came down like this, I would not be surprised if we got that, because that's a continuation thingy. Can be. Or more like a double bottom thing, and it went lower. That's wild. So, I mean, this is high risk. I mean, it's kind of in a way. The degents was like, well, high risk, hell. That's one of the safest trades I've ever taken. They usually buy the highs. Let's see if we can figure something out going from swing low to swing high to swing low, all the way from wick to wick. And this is what's so crazy about the Fibonacci. How is it that by the time we go from here to here, that we can look to the past and then it kind of shows out some areas like, oh, how that was a rejection point, how this is a little area, how this one right here, this 382, this is our target, by the way, is this, how it just, it sees it in hindsight and it points out to the areas. It's just crazy how this Fibonacci stuff, it's like a seed in a plant that has the blueprint, or DNA has this blueprint for how things are going to unfold or something. It's weird. It's crazy. It's magically delicious. Daily 200 moving average. Also pointing toward this guy. Literally just pointing at it. So there it is. So, okay, cool. I like that for a possible target. That would be the one to shoot for. 87 cents. We're at 37 cents now. Sounds like a come up to me. That sounds like 100. Oh, you could moonbag and then say it doesn't matter, man. Throw $100 into this. Take your $100 out when it gets up to 80 something cents. See if you can do it again. Meanwhile, you got $100 worth of this sitting on the back burner at 80 cents, and if it goes up to $3, $4, $5, your free and clear moonbag you just made a free $400, $500, $600 with nothing, no risk at all. Infinite returns. Your return is like infinite. Which would technically make you a boss. That's got me FOMOing. Are you over here? This is COINEX. I've got COINEX. Do you have any money over here that you can deploy at the moment, or are you going to have to do something kind of stupid to get it over there? Hello, SWE. SWE is I'm going to take a little bit of my SWE profits and put over there. I like what I'm seeing right here. Let me zoom in. Let's go to a smaller time frame. I just can't pass up the nibble opportunity. That scam wick. That's crazy. Ironfish, did we go over how many tokens? Circulating supply is 48 million. Total supply is 57 million. All-time high was $17 about a year ago. We're at 37 cents. All-time low was October the 11th. 2 days ago, it was 38 cents. We're at the lows. All-time lows. And either you think this project is dying, or you think this one's just been beat up and we can make it come up. That's what I'm saying. I'll take a chance on it. I love it. The downside is to zero, and the upside is a lot more probable. Find that money, baby. Where are you going to take it from? I gotta go get you. Come on, I'll get the FOMO. I feel it. It's in my bones. Makes me want to FOMO into a very little known coin at this point in time. $18 million market cap. I cannot find you, SWE. I cannot find you. That is alright. I have a plan B. Oh, come on. Yeah, baby. Let's do it. I'm going to at least get a nibble of $50 worth, and then I'll have something to remind me. Oh, I got this coin, and then I can go back and add some more because sure, I like that. All righty, let's see. You're at 37 cents, baby. Iron. Wait a minute. I've already got some here. Yeah, baby. I've already got some there. I'm going to add to it. I've got $300 worth at its lowest low. So, it's been one that it's been one of my holds. But this is great to add into it. So what? So if I had 300, yeah, after the stream, I probably need to, I could double up on that and then get into profits a lot sooner. So for me, it's a good thing. So, hey, man, thank you for bringing this up. I've already forgot. Was it Gearthen or Grimmer? I can't remember who brought this one up. But I wouldn't have been thinking about this or paying attention otherwise. So that's another reason why this stream is cool. It's not me doing anything. It's the community. It's you guys. You guys have a lot of alpha to share. And nice. So if I add to my bag that's underwater, I'm going to have close to 300, right? Added 50. I'll probably see if I can add some more. I don't know yet how much. But the point being that now those are how much that I put in overall. And so when we start coming back up, I'll be making more than... I'm making more than them, but I'll be coming back into profit sooner. If that makes sense. And then when we come back to wherever we've been... Oh, Lord. Because I think I was in somewhere through here. Somewhere under $1. So we're not too far. Cool. Belly. He gets that reference. You're old, Joe. Gearthen says, holy crap, look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? I'm just going to call it 64. Did it say 64,000? Bitcoin. Did it say 64,000? See, guys, I told you it was going to go up. You know. If you look over here, and there's a little bit of it's kind of got a little bit of divergence there, and if you just drew your trend line here, you would have known this was going to do it. I mean, I told you it was going to go. We're having fun. That's nice, dude. Sweet. Break out. Right on. Rock and roll. We got to celebrate. We did the fireworks. We did the hand claps. We need to put out the disco ball. We need to turn the lights on. She's got some legs, baby. We're showing some skin. Look at that. Awesome. Well, we gotta kick out the bear. And let's bring in the girls. Whee! It's a party now. Oh, but wait. That's not fair. It's not fair. You need one. You need one for the ladies. This is on the 1 hour candle. Nice. So we got the breakout. We're talking about it earlier. What's she gonna do? That was a 236 Fibonacci. This is not normal. This does not normally happen. And a breakout of resistance. We did what it should not have done. It was that resistance that shouldn't have happened. This is going to be good. Oh hell, he's going to FOMO in. I would say a lot of people are FOMOing in right now. Are we getting some volume spiking? Is the volume spiking right now? This is awesome. That's a great sign. We needed that. Cool. Now we can work on getting a higher high than we had over here on October 6th, and then we start looking at tackling this guy here. This now we can take our measure move. for the channel. Or if you're chasing a bull flag, I mean, really, it comes around to about it comes up about the same. So you'll see confluence with that idea. And suggesting that we are possibly hitting the 68,000. I like it, Bitcoin. Well. If it is, so be careful. We're still in the zone. But I'm gotta keep saying this, and I've been saying this, and WD Gann said that we were on a downward trend, a bearish trend, higher lows and lower highs and all that until it started to change. And we got our higher low, and now we got a higher high from this one. So we got to start working on getting a higher high over here. That's next. But if we're confirming our higher low, if we're the first one on the trend change, when we're starting to change trend, that first pullback is when he suggests going hard and making sure you're in. And for the conservative ones out there, you're probably still waiting, saying, I ain't going to do it. But for degens, we're probably saying, this is probably it. Well, it's probably good. So with this breakout, okay, so everybody has been on YouTube, so loading up now. I mean, they're front running, and this could have easily went against them. But now we got a sign saying, okay, now we need to take that more seriously. Maybe start going a little bit heavier in the altcoins, but it's still too early. Wait for confirmation, okay? Wait for confirmation. But let me show you what I see. What am I on? 6 hour time frame? It doesn't matter. It's the message will still be here, but we're above the 200. Great, bullish. 50's above it and trying to do a 180 like we saw in the 4 hour. That looks nice. It looks nice, but we need to confirm some candles closing above there, some on the bigger time frames like this 4 hour. Technically, if I squint my eyes, if I just drop my trend line just a hair, we got it. If I actually come down to candle bodies, we actually did it. So that's cool. And on the 1 hour, it's there too. This is going to be nice. So we'll get a pump up, get us bullish. Let's see what they do Monday or Tuesday. They like to flip it around for us and spank us and all this other stuff. But maybe we're headed to 68. Let's see if we can do it, babies. I'm happy about that. That's good. That means total 3 should start getting her little pump too. It's going to be a good day, guys. That's going to be good for taking profit. It's going to be good if our number goes up. So let's celebrate one more time. Guys, it is 12:03. I am out of here. We'll be here back again tomorrow night. Maybe. I don't know how crazy my life is going to be, but if I can do something during the day, I'll try to. Jason says 62 to 63 in less than 15 minutes. Oh, that was a good sign right there. That was good. We don't. We'll take that bearish situation going to the bottom of the channel off the table now. Not going to get anything, says Strega. You all spin out. Oh, and DMC. Okay, but the team has half the supply, which is really weird. Is what you said, right? I did. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I didn't check into that. Let me see what I can find out about that. If you catch me on another stream, please bring iron back up so it'll get back in my memory, and we'll see where we can come up with that. I've already got a bag, so I don't mind adding a little bit to it, but that would be concerning if the team does have that. I'll see what I can find out about that. Cup and Hendrix. I like that, Strega. Must be some kind of way out of here. That rocks, Strega. That's cool. Is there any way to like these things? Can you not like these things? Why don't you let me like comments? It's the war with China. It's just something that's gonna make me happy. It's a relief just to see nice price action, even if it don't hold too much. Remember, you can get retests for these breakout points and everything too. I mean, we're not out of the races. It's not all, but that's great. Yeah. That'll get the people more bullish, and then the FOMO starts, and then the short squeezes start, and then more fun starts. So cool. October looks like that's the first good sign that is starting to me. If you ask my personal opinion, I think that's good. Let's see if she can get her higher high over this little wick here and continue on up. 68,137 is the next target I got. Up here at 74,055. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's go make that money. That just sounded horrible. Good night, everybody. How many times are you going to say good night, Road Dog? As many times as I need to, and Sean finally pushes that button. Mr. Applewater. Pusher.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet high off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my bag, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk.
When you trade crypto, and never is right. When the market starts to slow, label hands up as prices go down. Where's the high? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in crypto right now, you are missing out on one of the biggest opportunities in your life. Hit that like button, join and subscribe, and enjoy Road Dog Crypto.
Launch sequence activated.